back in Week 1. The Chargers dominated their first matchup against the Raiders. Can Las Vegas avoid the sweep? The answer comes your way next on Madden Football.
Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020.
Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Las Vegas Raiders.
Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Chargers coming into play, and this is going to be a heck of a chess match. This offense against a defense that will take no prisoners out there.
It's going to be a big-time battle, and I think that both of these teams have that mindset of we're going to do what we do and make the other guys react to us. And we've definitely got a couple of headstrong coordinators.
And we are underway here in Las Vegas. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And right away, he lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball. There, luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Throwing on 1st down, it's Carr. Same target, it's Jacobs again. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it up, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Carr now on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Brandon Smith. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. To throw, it's Carr. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. That time a 9-play drive. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And what a first half of the season he's had, leading the NFL in passing yards to this point. He's been a tough man to slow down, so this defense certainly has its work cut out for him.
First play's a run with Nwangu, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Herbert. Over the middle, complete. That's Kelly. And out across midfield, down to the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down. The Chargers at 4-3, a game over 500. They were losers their last time out, trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home, but sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Herbert now. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 25-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert sliding out of the pocket. He finds his target, Allen. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 23 yards on the play. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so. Bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
Slot man moves right. 2nd down and goal. Herbert. This is caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Chargers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Carr. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And 3rd and 8 now. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down. Meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
On first down, Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now Carr again. Williams brings it in. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Max Williams, 46 yards, as they have taken the lead.
Foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
That penalty is declined.
Carlson down to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. He notched his 15th touchdown pass of the year on that last drive, and they'll look to keep it going here, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle. Back to throw here, Herbert. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Up the middle, Nwangu. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll go right back to Nwangu. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
Holding, offense.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way gut. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage. In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
A gain of 6 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
They'll run for it. It's Nwangu. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. 4th and short, they had the ball right at the midfield stripe. Was curious what they were going to do. Turns out going for it, the good play.
Reminded me of a conversation we had yesterday before this game where you said, you know, it's interesting about the NFL nowadays. Oftentimes in short yardage situations, they throw the ball. In the old days, they would run it. That was an old school call right there.
It's a gain of
17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of...
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Credit the sack there to Chandler Jones. Well, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Play action. It's Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
1st and goal, Chargers.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
They'll look to run with Nwangu. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Kene Nwangu. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point good by Hopkins. And we are tied at 14. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles.
Dustin Hopkins to kick off for the Chargers.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So out come the Raiders. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Carr now on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
2nd and 6. At the 29-yard.
Throwing now is Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Carr finding Waller there for the Vegas first. Carr now to throw. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun now for Carr. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Carr trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Chargers force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Herbert. Allen's got it complete.
And they're going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
Herbert operating from the red zone.
Quickly into the hands of Mims. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Chargers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14.
Justin Hopkins to kick off for the Chargers.
4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And no reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports.
Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here are the Chargers to take over. They were losers to the Packers a week ago, but they've got the lead right now here as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Here's Herbert. Caught by Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team and put points on them.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Kene Nwangu, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Chargers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
But I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Dustin Hopkins to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here?
I think it does at least a little bit because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially. But you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Carr going to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Taken in at the 22. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Another run now for Nwangu. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 106 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Herbert off of play action. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Handoff here to Nwangu. And he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. Kenny Nwangu. Touchdown. And the Chargers take a 3-touchdown lead.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
Dustin Hopkins to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
That tackle by Jeffrey Simmons. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Carr. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. On the out route, this is Adams with a catch. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
To throw his Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will be taken at the 13. And good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. L.A. readies for its next possession. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Past the 30, second down coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Herbert now. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Raiders pick it up. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, number one on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the third, that right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Looking to throw again on second down. Carr, and that's complete to Adams. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
9 yards. And the Raiders first down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Carr now on first down. Here's back-to-back catches for Davante Adams. Touchdown Raiders. Davante Adams. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points.
And on this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. A quick throw, but incomplete.
I would describe the way that he's played today as mature. He's already moved on mentally from that incompletion, and he's more than ready to throw his next pass downfield.
Herbert's throw here caught by Mims. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And a quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Herbert throwing again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Kelly. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 34.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now. Welcome back, everybody. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. Nwangu going to get it on the counter. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 124 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. He's got Allen. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
I'll give him credit there. Nice job on the drag route. Bring the receiver across the field, hoping he can catch it in stride and turn it up. He was able to do just that, although he's just a little bit short of the first down.
To throw again on second down. Herbert going back to Allen. He's got him again. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Handoff right side to Wangu. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had.
He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Well, I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs. And if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. And this is caught. It's Brown. And past the full. Out of bounds. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
At the 42-yard line.
Now Carr. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Jeffrey Simmons in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Another try after the first down sack. Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Carr now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Davante Adams with his second touchdown of the night.
And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there. And, boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Being chased out left. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. Then he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 27 yards there, a first down. Play action. It's Herbert. They'll roll him out right.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Give left side here for Nwangu. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10, Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Now a 1st down throw complete downfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He got 29 yards that time.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame them?
Herbert takes it and just pops it forward.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the 17, Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in.
Couldn't hang on third down. Now a give running right, Nwangu. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Herbert jogs off, and out comes Dustin Hopkins to take this kick for L.A. on 4th down. Hopkins' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 2nd and 10, Carr and Waller taking it in over the middle. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
He hits Adams, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Devontae Adams, 67 yards. And the Raiders get a bit closer. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. Oh, it's loose, and the Raiders have it. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr to throw. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it. Yes. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Carr. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Past the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play there for L.A. 63 yards. Of note, that last throw right there, putting him over 3,000 yards passing now for the year.
And when you start running the numbers in your head and realize that we're not halfway done with the season yet, you think to yourself, could this be a 6,000-yard season? That's definitely on the table.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Gerald Everett, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Chargers have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the two-point try. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Let's roll. Get him going, baby. Yeah, go right now. This is your game, baby. Let's have some fun. Let's get some noise.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Raiders have the ball back, and here comes Devontae Adams to the field again. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore, because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. Meanwhile, Carr's throw pulled in by Renfro. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Throwing on first down is Carr. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
To throw again on second down, Carr. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
Again, it's Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught at the 20. It's a big play there for Vegas. 53 yards. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop.